Hey Golden, how you doing? Cram, you know that's not my name. We have been through this. Alright, let me check to see if that feedback thing still exists. Why risk it? Just do that. Okay. Why am I so majestic? How am I majestic? I am straight. I wasn't questioning anything to do with that. No, you just made it awkward, bro. Hey, what's up? Very nice. Landed Mr. Beyond Infinity. Let's go. Say what's up. Okay, there you go, Gershon. I said what's up. Longest waiting room ever? Yeah, it is. Like I said, this is a long-term waiting room. Why did I give up on Ronin? Oh, you meant... Oh, okay, good shot. I don't know if I gave up on Ronin. I'm just prepping for Nioh 3. Like, it's more about... It's less about Ronin and more about, oh, Nioh 3's coming out. Let me, like, do stuff for that. You recovery critical. That's all. Ronin's a good, cool game. Oh. Yeah. You've been playing nothing but Ninja Gaiden, so you get it? Yeah. Ninja Gaiden's coming out, so people want to play Ninja Gaiden. And like, Rise of the Ronin is an older game now. Comparatively speaking. Yeah, how's it going, Daenerys? Well, if you guys have requests, you can ask. And Golden Seed, I will. I didn't know you were reaching. You were talking to me with the whole on. Oh yeah, let's talk about that. Ooh, okay, let's talk about it. Yeah, let's talk about it. That's actually a good point. I'm gonna talk about that before playing the game. Alright, let's talk about this gossip and shit. So 90% of the community is gonna trace. Ronin is an older game while playing Nioh 2. Gushan, stop seeing through my shitty logic. Okay. Let me get that interview out. Alright, let me get that out. Okay. Black spike? Okay, let me see. This should work. There we go. Okay. Let me also disable the taskbar a little bit. There we go. That's a little better. Okay, and of course you guys are going to want to see my beautiful face. What can I... Who can forget? Okay, so let's talk about this, right? Because it's time... I think it's time to address stuff like this that is important. Let's see what's going on. Yo, why do you call me Unk? Why do you call me UNC? I have no understanding of this. Did I see Onimusha, the trailer? I saw some like footage against some Ganryu, Sasuke Ganryu or something like that. I wasn't sure. I haven't looked at it in depth. Did I see the Ninja Gaiden 4 demo in the Gamescom? Yeah, I did. I did as well. Okay. So if you guys weren't aware, there was, looks like another, so this is from the Nioh Reddit. So, oh, like uncle? Fine. Okay, fine. Uncle. You know, that's actually... It's a term for a 35-plus-year-old, 33. Okay, that applies then. I'm uncle. Uncle Pooper Llama. Let's go. So, if you guys weren't aware, then there's an interview at China Joy 2025. Oh god, better than daddy. Do not call me daddy. That would be so gross. It's a term of respect. Okay, well, good to know. Now that I understand, I appreciate that. It could be to berate too. Yeah. Cram, yeah, you did it in the worst possible way. Thank you. So, let's go through this interview that was done at China Joy 2025. So, what the producer of Nioh 3 had to say. So this was translated. This is up on the Nioh subreddit as well. So thanks to whoever did this. So here's some interesting things. One, when did Nioh 3 start development? Dude, this is hilarious. After Nioh 2 DLC was finished around 2021. Bruh, they straight up fucking lied to us. They're like, we have no plans for Nioh 3. We're done. We have no plans for another Nioh game. Bruh. I thought it was back in 2023 they were considering this. Around 2021? Fuck you, Team Ninja. Now I definitely don't trust you. Let it be known. I'm sure they're working on Ninja Gaiden 5. And Nioh 4 right now. No, after Nioh 3 DLC, assume they're gonna say no, we don't have any DLC. No, we don't have any plans for a demo. No, we don't have any of this. Nah, they're all full of shit. Okay. If they say they're not doing something, maybe it means they are doing something. I don't know. I don't know. I can't trust them. Now here's next question was any sharing of the development team between Nioh 3 Wolong and Rise of the Ronin, and they basically say yes. They say yeah, which makes sense. And then one thing I did like from their answer is that they were saying yes, they did take things from Wolong. Right? They took things from Wolong, but they're taking things from Ronin, but made changes so that it feels more appropriate for Nioh. Cool. That's good. I like that. I like the aspect of them taking certain concepts that they liked from video games and then just making it more appropriate for Nioh 3. I better not see morale back. I don't think they'll put that in. They decided to go with the feeling of Nioh. Morale is not a system that's in Nioh. It's not going to be in Nioh. Hey, what's up, Toxic? Mezuyaki. Oh my god. Stop, Seed. So now we're going to get onto the more controversial stuff. Samurai and ninja use different weapons. In the final version, would you be able to use weapons interchangeably between the two classes? You will be able to use many types of weapons. There will be those that are samurai exclusive or ninja exclusive, but there will also be a few weapons that both classes are able to use. Okay? Combat-wise, it will still feel like each side has its own exclusive weapons. As for the rationale behind this, let's take Kusarigama as an example. It's already a weapon that suits a ninja, so we would naturally give it to that class. Conversely, if you let a ninja wield axe, it would be rather unnatural, so we give it to samurai. Okay. So, some weapon exclusives to either style. What do you guys think about it? I'm curious. Because, like, honestly, I'm not, like, heartbroken. So, like, if you want to take this as confirmation that Kusarigama will be ninja only, or axe would be samurai only, what do you guys think about that? And then, in the meantime, they have a follow-up thing about, hey, if fists and dual swords can be used as samurai style, just look forward to it. Depends on how many weapons, like stances and Tonfa is redundant. Kind of, yeah. It kind of is. Tonfa, you have 3 demon dances, 3 pulverizes. You only need like 1 each. Hey Lexi, good to see ya. Like, it's not that big of a deal to me. Yeah, I'm okay with there being some restrictions. Like, that's fine. Like, I'm like, the biggest concern is less that every weapon can, like, it'd be cool if every weapon in Nioh 2 was going to be samurai and also ninja in some way. But, like, that's less important compared to Nioh 3 being weapon play being an evolution of Nioh 2 weapon play. Snipe. No. So Toxic, you were saying you've been enjoying Kazan? Nice. Yeah, I've heard a lot of positive things about Kazan. You just beat William, he's so cool. You want the first Nioh? Hey, you can always go get it. Like, there's some things I'm like, yeah, it can be exclusive. I just want to know, once again, if playstyles are fun. If they are, great. And so, as Gurshan, you're saying, if ninja combat goes a little more in depth than it was in the beta, then it's fine. They've already said they're going to do that. They already said they're going to add more slots so we can, for all ninja weapons, which is great. Sinchclave needs a ninja analog instances, either Scythes or Naginata. Who knows? Who knows what they'll provide? They could. They certainly could. Can you tell me the lore and why yokai carry money with them? Maybe they're setting up a business. I don't know. They're hustlers, man. They're rob people. They take their money. I don't know. People didn't explore the depth in the alpha either. They just said no stances, so no depth like scrubs. I mean, yeah, some people. The thing is, though, there's some people who are gonna go for like this reductionist, oversimplified type thinking, knee-jerk reaction, and like, good luck trying to convince them. It's like just a tendency to like look for the negative and like spin it negative no matter what. Like, you're just, good luck. If someone's open, it'll be so much easier to like talk to them. But like, that's all there is to it. So I don't really entertain myself. I don't really entertain that type of thinking anymore. Especially with social media. I know, like, it's just like a preoccupation with the negative, and like I don't want to deal with that. So, all right. The thing is, people make like project whatever they want to see sometimes, or what they think will exist, as opposed to being open to other possibilities. So like, sure on the surface it could be like, oh, Kusarigama restricted to ninja style, and then based on the little data that I have from the alpha and my personal impressions on it, it's like, oh no, it's gonna be trash. It's like, yeah, but like, you're missing so much actual data, and in that pursuit of just looking for the negative, what can happen is then some people will just like discount all the actual positives that exists. Right, Lexi, exactly. But like, it can just be this unnecessary doomer mentality. So if someone is just like wanting to infect that somewhere, then so be it. I'm sad you didn't play the alpha demo more. The time it was out just got away from me and it was over. Hopefully we'll get a beta. That would be great. But we will have to see with that as well. That said a 6-star Mumio pull. Okay, let's see. I too am curious about the changes in the underworld, and I do hope there will be new weapons, which I'm sure there will be. Like, I think sometimes when changes occur in video games, some people can focus so much more on what they think they'll lose rather than exploring the possibility of what they could gain. And it's not to say that some losses are like, okay, like obviously there's certain things that people are going to have a problem with. Like, I'll take my own experience of Ninja Gaiden 4. Like, yeah, Yakumo looks fucking amazing. All things considered, a lot of the new mechanics that they're adding. But no matter what, I see Ryu Hayabusa only having Dragon Sword in main game. I'm like, bro, are you serious? Like, at least give him a little more. So like, that loss hits hard. And I'm like, Ninja Gaiden 4 is meant to be like a definitive upgrade over everything else. We released Ninja Gaiden 2 Black, where Ryu has like a bajillion weapons, and now he just gets one? Oh, but then, he is gonna get more weapons, but it's locked to DLC? Are you kidding me? It's a paywall? Are you serious? Like, that bothers me. So that's like an example of what I think is a reasonable way to be like, hey, this is too much of a negative. Too much. And this is a definitive negative. This isn't speculation. This is like, no, it's blocked behind a paywall. What the fuck? But here with Nioh 3, we're purely in speculative. We're speculating. I can't confirm or deny anything people say, really. I can just say, here's the proof. That's it. I can try to spin tails all I want off of, like, these sentences if I would like. Or, oh no, Samurai exclusive or Ninja exclusive. Some will have both. Oh no. Like, I can view that positively or negatively. Like, neither way will be wrong. Like, I can't say, oh, you're wrong for seeing it negatively. I can't say, oh, you're wrong for saying it positively. I can't disprove it. Either way. So then, like, I'm left with a choice. It's just like, well, if there's literally, it's all just uncertain territory. Then, like, I might as well try to enjoy my time. Like, I might as well try to enjoy my time. So I will be like, well, might as well get hyped. Question, sup, can I use the Switchblade without specking into magic? 100% you can. So, for me, regardless of whether you have concerns or you have hopes, more like I do, the reality is we need more information. So just wait. No interview asked about a possible beta. I think if they've been asked that and they've pretty much just said, we'll just have to wait. Like, they don't have any plans for it and they have no information about it. But this is the same company that legit said, yeah, we have no plans for a Nioh 3. Oh, but actually we did back in 2021. After the DLC was finished. Bro, fuck you, Team Ninja. So, I personally think, for that reason, they'll have a demo for Nioh 3 in November. That's my guess. Again, I can't say for certain, but I would be surprised if they didn't release another demo. They've done that historically. We'll find out. I will say this about DLC being paywalled. Games aren't really designed to be bought without the main DLCs anymore. Games kind of just cost more now, but to avoid the ire of gamers, trademarked, the price is kind of restructured, unfortunately. I think sometimes people forget how difficult game design like this is. It's a miracle that Team Ninja were genius enough to design all the unique weapons in Nioh 2, making that double sounds like hell. Yeah. Not to mention preserve the vision that they want. I liked Samurai and Ninja style. I love the differences, actually. And I love those differences so much, I'm okay with some things not... I'm okay with a little like separation. And what they have acknowledged now officially is there will be some, but there will be some overlap. Which I'm like, yeah, it's kind of reasonable. So we have yet to see. Alright, let me catch up. Question about the hatchets, how to apply pressure. I kind of explained it. I'll showcase it in my hatchet guides if you want to check out. But in general with hatchets, you have to understand how to do hit and run tactics. So when to be in close range, when to be far away, and how to sync those two together. If you are not using either dimension, hatchets will feel a lot more incomplete. So Alexi, you're saying in Nioh 2 Scrolls, the Underworld and Ethereal Guild are all paywalled between DLC, right? Yes, they are. So that's a good point. Because I will say that Nioh 2 Complete Edition, like compared to base game, is a big difference. However, and this is my counter argument when it comes to Ninja Gaiden 4, going from Nioh 1 to Nioh 2, there was a distinct upgrade for all across the board. Distinct upgrade going from Nioh 2 DLC, Nioh 1 DLC to Nioh 2 base game without any DLCs. All right, without anything. They added 2 weapons. They expanded existing weapons already by default. Sure, some things were missing, like I think like a Zuna drop and Flame Dragon Scroll were missing. I think like that was it, all things considered. Everything else got an upgrade. So even with the DLCs being added, it felt like an addition. It felt like, oh, they were building on top of already like an upgraded foundation. I'm okay with that. That's what I would want for DLC. With Ninja Gaiden 4, sure, they're adding a lot, but with Ryu only going down to like one weapon, it's like, bruh, it feels like a lot is being taken away from us, or from me. It feels like a lot's been taken away from me, and that in order for me to get back what I consider to be normal, then it's like, pay up. I'm like, fuck you, dude. So to me, that's the difference. Beta for the PC, hopefully. I hope so. I would love if people could data mine it. I realistically expect it'll just be on PS5. What can I search to find this page myself? Go to the Nioh subreddit. It's a stickied post. So you'll just find it like on the r/Nioh. So you can go to like reddit.com/r/Nioh, and then it'll be like one of the sticky mega threads or whatever. Hey, Shark Zoo. Wolong demo was on PC too, so it's possible. Ooh, okay. I will say that the glitch hunters in the Neo speedrunning Discord did a lot of excavation on the alpha. Nice. Hey, Ricardo, it's going well. How are you? You haven't seen a really good data mine of Neo 2? I think the closest thing to data mining is like the skill expansion mod for Neo 2, because their Sato Commando had to pull out like being able player like some hidden moves. I think they found in like the game files there might have been like another parry for sword, but Sato Commando found like an unused skill for the hatchets, which is kind of fun. And then he was able to pull out some living weapon attacks for I think 8 of the weapons. Oh, that's what you mean? Yeah, I think people have just gathered data as opposed to like actually data mining. So weapons in Nioh 2 are complete. Why would they remove some weapons to let us have freedom on how we want to play? You personally hate that. Okay. So I think when it comes, here's what so first of all, just to be clear, I forgot the Discord notification. Did I really? Oh, it's just not showing. Whatever. Sorry about that, Wizard. I don't know what happened. But I'll try to inquire a bit later. So, let's talk about the whole weapon thing, because that's naturally going to be a source of contention. I understand it, and for you people, for anyone who's concerned that weapon play is going to suck in Nioh 3, you have a right to feel that way. And I am not here trying to say you're wrong for thinking of that. I'm here to just encourage you to see that there could be a benefit and at least get curious about it. If it ends up being that weapon play sucks, please, by all means, just say I told you so. It's fine. So, for me, and I'm just going to give my perspective, and I want this to be a discussion, so by all means, like, you don't like what I'm saying, like, rebut it, it's cool. Hey, Sammy, not too much. Just doing Neo nerd talk. Feel free to chime in. For me, I am okay with some weapons being exclusive and there being some overlap. Now, I imagine with Kusarigama, for example, that for, say, the developers, they might have been hitting a bit of a roadblock. when it comes to innovating the weapons. Because after all, they want to go from Nioh 2 to Nioh 3. A big sequel, a big upgrade, a big shift. Going from Nioh 1 to Nioh 2 was... while they did expand a bit on the weapons, and that was cool, the biggest difference between Nioh 1 and Nioh 2 is the entirety of the yokai mechanics. Pretty fucking huge. Which is why, like, I don't agree with Nioh 2 being Nioh 1.5 at all. So if we look at the other things that were put into Nioh 3, you've got the yokai abilities turned into the guardian spirit skill system. Effectively the same thing, with like a minor little tweak to like shut down burst attacks. And that's cool, but that's not really a revolution, truth be told. Same way, okay, we can take, and then okay, we're gonna put in guardian spirit skills, and then yokai abilities are turned into soul cores, or soul core box. And like, that's kind of cool. But, like, you can already summon yokai in Nioh 2 as it is. So even then, it's not, like, this big dramatic, like, improvement. Arguably, for all this extra change, it's, on some level, I would think, I'm like, but you could just then, at that point, just do an expansion pack for Nioh 2. Have the 4th DLC come out. Like, why reinvent the fucking wheel for, like, a slight upgrade? Or maybe why not just tinker with the systems that are already working just a little bit? It's cool, but it's not as revolutionary. And even with those changes, one thing is still kind of remaining stagnant, and that is weapon play. Right, a new DLC wouldn't even bring in that much money. Right? So, Nioh 3, to justify its existence, does need an upgrade overall. Like, it just does. Otherwise, it's like, I mean, cool. Like, I'd still buy it, but I'm like, it's not as revolutionary, so to speak. And that's something that they are trying to do. Right? They spend a lot of time. So, weapon play across 1 and 2 has increased a bit. And it's great, and I love it. Especially when they added the new weapons. But, like, the general category of weapon play hasn't, like, dramatically changed. And at the existing system, that all they can do in Nioh 2 is just add more moves. So I'll get to that, Ricardo. Don't shoot. Like, I will get to that. I'm right now explaining why I think they needed samurai ninja style in the first place, and then how I think the weapon changes can suit that. I'm basically trying to go bigger picture. So just bear with me for a bit here. So to me, and with having weapons the way they were in Nioh 2, if they just built upon that existing foundation, I think they probably were like, we can't make any meaningful changes, like, really at all. So, for example... So, hold on, Abot. I'm going to get to that. I am 100% going to get to that. I promise you. Because that is exactly what I want to talk about, too. I'm right now just talking about the styles, and then I'll talk about, like, the weapon stuff. So, okay. They need to reinvent the wheel. Well, they need to change their formula, not reinvent the wheel. They need to have some big change when it comes to weapon play as well. So then, of course, they have one idea. Can be like, well, let's say some weapons, right? If I wanted to change a basic attack string under the Nioh 2 weapon play, I fucking cannot. Not really. But if I really, really want to rework a weapon, let's say I really want to rework a weapon, because I can see, hey, if I can rework this weapon, if there's a way I can rework this weapon, it allows so much other extra creativity that will be fucking amazing. Like, it'd be great. Right? Because maybe I'm like, you know, some of these basic attack strings, they feel kind of shit. Some of these active skills, they're kind of whatever, dude. Or, hey, you know, I wish I could have this weapon be more expanded upon, but, like, it's too much shit on a controller. So maybe when it's like, hey, I want to rework stuff. I want to rework stuff a lot. I want to add a lot more to this. I want to add a lot more creativity. But truth is, I'm kind of pigeon fucking holed in this. But let me just test out this idea. Let's just have discussions about what if instead we want to expand the ways of play and there's other mechanics that we see aren't getting used in the way that we would like it to. What if we could basically start from the drawing board again? Because, for example, I'm sure with some weapons, the highlight of those weapons... Okay, let's take fists, for example. Fists from Nioh 2. In all honesty, how big of a deal is it to, like, have the... Like, to just do the quick attacks and the strong attacks only? Just only. I'm not talking about the active skills. I'm just saying only the quick attack skills. The quick attacks, sorry, not the skills, the quick attacks and the strong attacks. Is that the selling point of the fists? Or is the selling point of the fists all of the amazing active skills that it has, that you can chain together back to back? My guess is that it's the variety of skills that we can do that matters much, much more. Hey, Axel. Okay, so Abod, you would say both. So let's go to, say, games. Some of you might be Ninja Gaiden fans. For those of you who've played Ninja Gaiden, technically the weapons have, like, one basic, like... They have, like, pretty much similar starting skill points. Or skill attacks or whatever. You're working with two buttons... But there's so much variety. It at least for me, it like was never an issue. Never an issue. There's no stances per se in Ninja Gaiden. I mean, yeah, sure, they're having like a Gleam mode and Blood Raven form now. But like, I don't think that was an issue in Ninja Gaiden. So I think anyway, that them being able to go back to the drawing board and decide, hey, there's this weapon. Let's take Tonfa. Let's take Tonfa, for example. We can streamline some things about it and add in a whole new toolkit to it, new skills to it, new attack patterns to it that we really wanted to have in the game. So, and we can change it so it might lose a little bit here, but in its stead, we're going to add a fuck ton this way. And I imagine that they thought, okay, we lose some, but we gain so much that it's like, yeah, the loss, the sense of loss is arguably negated. I think of this feeling-wise compared to Nioh 2 and Nioh 1 when it came to how they reworked how ki works. In Nioh 1, all things considered, ki regeneration was pretty fucking generous. Especially off of ki pulses. In Nioh 2, not so much. And so, when I was playing Nioh 2 for the first time, and I resisted yokai abilities, and I resisted it hard, Nioh 2 felt like shit for that reason. And then now I'm like, no, Nioh 2 is better because of the changes. Yes, I lost on some things, but like, I don't even remember it anymore. So this is just me trying to say, all this to say, like, I think that them having the samurai ninja styles, yes, there might be some weapon loss that lost for sure. So like, oh, Kusarigama, for example, or Tonfa, for example, might have some basic attack strings, but an overwhelming majority of people were concerned that it would become monotonous in ninja style. So, as a result, they're like, all right, we're going to give you guys more martial arts to play with. I'm like, well, okay. So, if ninja style is going to play like Ninja Gaiden, I'm pretty good too. It could also be which of these weapons do and don't feel good with flux attacks. Yeah, that too. So that's a big thing. This is a studio that makes 3D fighting games with each character having almost 100 moves and animations. Don't know why making all weapons accessible to both styles would be an insurmountable task. I mean, I can't comment on that. I don't know, man. I think that there are weapons in Samurai which will always feel more complete. Therefore, the weapons locked in Ninja will feel flat. For the time being, right now, yeah. That's why we all were like, yo, Team Ninja, what the fuck? 3 pages for sword, or like, this is like a big drop down list for skills for the sword, but, or for Nioh 2 fists, but talons and ninja style for Nioh 3, bruh. I'm like, that's gonna feel bad. That's gonna feel shit. So of course we're like, yo, change this please. And then they said, okay, we'll change it. I'm like, great. Why remove weapons from Samurai style? They're already in Nioh 2 and feel good in Nioh 2. So far from what I've found, there's evidence for sword, dual sword, spear, fists, odachi, axe, right? I mean, the thing is, like, one is the alpha, so like we can't really compare it accurately. And they've already said, oh, okay, we take your we take your feedback and we'll fix it. But we just don't have enough data. I can't say for sure. Like in Nioh 2, some weapons like just don't need that much. They're like, it's a little irrelevant to have like Tonfa. Like I don't need 3 demon dances. I don't need 3 pulverizes. That can be streamlined into like 1 each. It's like redundant. And like I'm all right with them reworking it. I want to see what they're gonna cook. I have a lot of my faith in Team Ninjas because when they cook real good for Nioh. So, like, I'm just gonna let them cook. Like, for example, dual swords and ninja, like dual swords, okay? For ninja style, I'm glad it doesn't have all the parries. Yo, dual swords does not need more fucking parries. By taking weapons like the dual swords and putting them for samurai style and ninja style, what they can do is then like just take all the samurai things from Nioh 2, stick it in samurai style, all the ninja things put it in for ninja style, and then expand each of the weapons, and we're good. Like, I'm fine with that. I'm like, cool. Or fists. Fists in Nioh 2 get separated to fists for samurai, talons for Nioh 2. Okay. Oh, yeah, that's fine. Cool. I imagine there were some weapons they looked at and they were like, you know what? I think this weapon we want it to feel very different compared to how it was in Nioh 2. And even if we're worried about style restrictions, guess what? Dude, we can just switch, flick of a button. Yeah, Witty, it's on the Nioh subreddit. How will dual swords even function without 15 parries? Oh my god. It seems like they gave dual swords a new parry called Deflecting Cut. Or a follow-up to Deflect. They added the deflect mechanic. They added so many mechanics. There's a lot of potential reworks that can happen. That's the thing. Like, we have yet to see how it's going to pan out. Deflect totally changes so many parries for Nioh 3. There's so many like changes I cannot conceive of that I am not privy to. So because of that, I have to wait and see what else they're gonna do. So I think for the whole ninja style and samurai style, they probably came to a decision where they felt that was really important. Just import Ninja Gaiden moves into Nioh Ninja style. I'd love that. But I'm sure they have a reason why. Right. But I think also what they want to do is also just be much more creative and not as restricted. So like some weapons. So like for example, what if they added in a completely new weapon archetype? Now they can do that. I mean, right? Can't they? Right. What if they are laying the ground? What if they're laying the foundation for, gee, I don't know, for more extra styles? I don't know if, like, one of the things people wanted was, like, Onmyo Mage style. What if they're laying the foundation for that? I mean, I don't know. And that's my point is, like, so sure, they are restricting things to some weapons. We don't know what weapons are going to be yet. But, like, I'm imagining if we have the 11 weapons from Nioh 2, we've already kind of separated them a little bit, but then they're going to expand a lot more. So, like, Naginata could be added, for example, or things you'd associate with ninjas. Who knows? I imagine, yeah, they could add like Scythe for ninja style. I mean, who knows? Like, Aba, legit, you're saying like, hey, why don't they just port stuff from Ninja Gaiden? They can't really do that with the existing Nioh 2 system, can they? Not exactly. But with ninja style, they could be like, yo, well, let's just put Scythe in. Let's fucking go. Arc of Chaos can be done in midair. Let's go. I mean, why not? Or they could add flails. Okay, sick. Vigorian flail equivalent for ninja style. Totally a possibility. It opens, it allows for that to happen. Now, would I like there to be a samurai ninja style thing for every weapon? Sure. But like, I don't know how they can, like, that's a lot. But they can have more creative options. Yeah, they could have size. They could have a lot of new things by having the separation of ninja style and samurai style. If a Gurian flow happens, Kusai will drop a few places in my tier list. Right, and then they could be like, here, let's modify Kusarigama in this way, let's do flails modified in this way, like, who knows? Who knows? I don't know. But one point that I think, I don't think I addressed properly with Ricardo is, like, I think with the separation of styles, they have to kind of like justify that it'll work with either way. I find it hard to believe that Team Ninja is going to throw away all those animations for Kusarigama or other weapons. My Copio makes me believe we will unlock it in New Game Plus or maybe in DLCs. I don't know what they're going to change. But not exactly. But they have already confirmed officially every ninja weapon will be getting extra moves. Extra inputs, so we can use those moves. There's an overwhelming majority of people Over, dude, anyone who's anyone was like, oh my gosh, this is a problem. We're going to get feedback on it. Everyone. So it's on their radar. And they plan to fix it. They've said that. I don't know what inputs that they're going to add. But we can see whether or not they actually throw away a lot of the animations. All we have to go off on is what was featured in the alpha demo and what they say they're going to do. That's it. We have yet to see what it'll actually feel like. Yeah, of course we can give more feedback. Bro, if their weapon play is shit, I'll be the first one to say so. I'm not, and by the way, just to be clear, I'm not saying that it's going to be great or not. This isn't about whether it's going to be great or whether it's going to be bad. I can't determine that. I have no information. But I'm saying it's possible we may not, we don't know what's happening. So can't hurt to try to look for some positives. Right? Like, if ninja weapon play feels shit compared to samurai's weapon play, I'm totally gonna rant about it. I'd be like, what the fuck, dude? Right? Like, some overhauls I think are reasonable. Obviously, the overhauls would need to be justifiable. Some of you guys feel, hey, I don't think it's justifiable, and in the direction that I'm seeing right now with the data that I have, this feels fucking incomplete. I'm like, that's fair. That's totally fair. And all I'm asking is just, hey, there might be another positive, a possible positive. That's all. So for me, rather than me looking at this and being like, hey, this is a net negative, I'm like, how could it be a net positive? That's all I'm talking about. And I'm right now looking for how could it be a net positive? How could it be? Is, well, samurai can get all sorts of new skills. Ninja can get all sorts of new skills. Aerial combat. Yeah, I mean, it's like, goddamn, that's a lot. Brand new weapons could be introduced that they felt like they couldn't do before. New mechanics they can add that are new. Yeah, Mid-Air Reaper was sick. Yeah, it fucking was. I'm like, the speed of Pollard in midair is silly. I'm like, bro, this isn't the craziest speed I've ever seen. Reaper's like, slice, 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 slice. Pollard was like, oh my god. Like, I can't even do the motion. I'm like, what the shit? This isn't an alpha demo and I can do this already? I'm like, Team Ninja, you guys give no fucks. Right. That would be amazing. And I'm hopeful they will do more things like that now. There were some really unique moves that were added to Kusarigama. With the whole, like, aerial combat shit. I'm like, mid-air Kusa pull? I'm like, wait, this is a thing? I can pull myself to them now? And the input was a little sloppy, but for many people it felt a little weird. But I'm like, okay, dude, that's kind of cool. Well, that was pretty neat. Spinning drill for, yeah, flying swallow basically. Dude, now they have room to do that. You can have 2 different katana types. And it would make sense. Flying swallow and a Zuna drop. Cool. Depending how cool air combat is, maybe we'll be complaining some weapons are locked to samurai and we want those in ninja. Who knows? We have yet to see. Remember Tate Ebushi's grab that launches you in the air? That'd be a cool air combo. Yeah. There's aerial gameplay. What is certain is that there will be complaining. Oh yeah, you bet. All of us. Would I like to see split staff and ninja? Ooh. That would be a challenge. Because they have deft counter. That's what I'm curious about. With all these... Let's see. Kusarigama and the beta and the alpha didn't have any parries. In Nioh 2, it does. Waterfall. What was it? Serpent Strike? No, not Serpent Strike. The Serpent Bite. Masterful Guard. I don't know. They put Moon Shadow for dual ninja swords. They didn't really go expansive on the parries that exist from Nioh 2, except Cuckoo's Call, which, like, doesn't count. There's so much information I just, like, do not know. And, like, I can't make any reasonable conjecture, so it's so hard for me to be like, yeah, it's guaranteed to be a negative. I'm like, it could very well be a positive, too. But yeah, there's aerial combat for ninja style. Dragon Jants in the air would be funny. And it's a... I can't discount that either. That could be a thing. Dragon Jants in midair. Because fuck us, that's why. Or fuck everything, that's why. Waterfall, Serpent Bite, Bird of Prey, Masterful Guard, Hornet Sting, only one of which isn't useless. Water Sword midair. I mean, who knows? That's the thing. Midair combos are a thing. There's a lot of cool aerial gameplay I didn't really get to tap into. So, like, yes, there could be a sort of meditation midair. Hey, that'd be awesome. We don't know what to I don't know what to expect. So yes, there could be a negative. Absolutely. Midair EI would be the most anime thing ever. We need that. Yeah, who knows? Tonfa being a ninja is like pretty much a guarantee at this point. I'm like, yeah, Demon Dance can just be replaced by Mist. Like, not a big deal. Pulverize is like super simple. Oh, after Mist, do this. You'll miss Demon Dance? Bro, you know they're gonna modify Tonfa to still do that shit, right? We, like, with this style exclusive stuff, okay. I just want to see how it's implemented. The truth is, in my opinion, that doesn't work. In all honesty, this can sound bad, no doubt. Because instantly we're thinking, oh shit, we're losing out, we can be restricted on things. But it's also possible this could feel great. We don't know. What we just need, and if we're really concerned about a weapon being style exclusive, you can just literally switch styles by the flick of a button. So even the barrier of that is so low. And you can carry 2 weapons. You can like easily switch if you want to. You can do 2 weapons per style. You can have 4 weapons. It's like, okay, if you really want to have like what you had in Nioh 2, like you can probably achieve it. Lumber Chop throwing you in the air like an uppercut and setting you up for air combo? Possible. Spear, in my opinion, is probably going to also be a ninja. I feel like they'll do both for that one. I imagine Switchblade would be in Samurai, though. Yeah, Hanzo did use it. I feel like Spear would be for both. Which has me very curious. Sword, dual sword, Spear, I would expect to be in both. Kusarigama, there seems like they're saying is ninja style, axe for samurai style. Hatchets. Uh, I don't know. The out of bounds stuff suggested it would be um ninja style, but like I don't know. I don't know. This is a new interview, yeah. I think like I think for us to really understand what's gonna happen, like no matter what, we just have to see. We just have to see. Right, Shibata Katsui uses hatchets, so like who knows, it could be both. We just have to see, man. All I'm asking is just like, yes, there's a lot of reasons to be negative, but if there are, all I'm trying to say is there are also potential positives. I'm not trying to say dismiss your concerns. No, have them. Dude, of course I'm concerned that, yo, this could be shit. You fucking bet. I'm concerned that like, whoa, whoa, whoa. We're taking 11 weapons and we're segregating them and some of them are separating them and then we are reducing the moveset for some. I'm like, fucking why? To what? Suit a whole new design, but we're making a weapon worse? What? How is this supposed to feel exciting again? Like, I get that. Why else do you think I was like, hey, Team Ninja, please make sure weapons feel great no matter what? You think ninja styles for new players? Bruh. I don't think so at all. I think newer players might go to it because they're like, oh my gosh, no key pulse. And then they'll just like stay away for like 5 minutes and then like throw their ninjutsu. And then they'll be like going melee range and like, ninja style feels so weak, man. It's so bad. Whatever. Some people are just gonna complain no matter what. But like, I would just wait and see. But again, all I'm asking is just, yes, you can have your negative concerns. I am not dismissing those at all. Just be like, yes, I know there's negative stuff, but there can also be positive stuff. And the only reason I'm saying this, it has nothing actually to do with faith in Team Ninja. To be honest, I don't give a shit. It's more about your personal enjoyment. So that from now into the Nioh 3 time, you're not like, oh fucking god, oh god, this is gonna be shit. This is gonna be terrible, and I'm not looking forward to this, and like anytime I think about Nioh, I'm fucking miserable. I don't want you guys to have that. That's why I'm saying this. It's not me defending Team Ninja. It's about your personal enjoyment. So that from now until you get the information, it's just like, I kept myself intact. That's it. That's my only angle, guys. Right, Tokyo Game Show next month. We will see news. We will see some new footage. I'm sure we'll like screenshot shit and then be like, yo, check this out. This is cool. Whoa, this was awesome. We're like, oh man, that was actually shit. Let's draft the document to give to Team Ninja. We can do that. But one thing we can say is what Team Ninja did with our feedback on the alpha demo is they addressed it to a general into massively satisfying feedback for us overall. Overall, it was like, wait, what? 2 weapons per style? I thought it was just gonna be 2 weapons, period, but 2 weapons per style? Fuck yes. Wait, Living Artifact can also use martial arts? Yes. Oh, this is gonna be silly. freaking Odachi with like living artifact with moonlit snow charge into all the crazy living artifact moves with jump cancel and shit when we go to ninja style. Right? So, yes, there's a, like, we've seen that they take what we say very seriously and then actually are gonna, they've already said they're going to take action on it. You can turn off tutorials, podcast. Yeah. Does this mean I can have multiple graces active? I suppose for endgame builds, this means each style can have its own grace sets. I suppose why not? Who knows how they'll rework gear? Maybe there'll be like this double grace set thing where it's like you gotta have this and this on both styles to have like ultimate synergy between them. I don't know. Right? So things could certainly be worse. But things can also be better. And all I'm encouraging for your guys' sake, whoever was feeling like negative, is like just try to look for the positive for your own health. If Team Ninja turns out to provide a fucking dud, dude, shit all over it. Go ahead. Holy shit, imagine if you could follow up Cloud Crush with Cyclone and have a human stuck to your axe while spinning around like a madman. Pure memes right there. Yeah, you could. But that's all I'm asking. So I'm going to hold off on that. I know the weapon thing is a point of contentious debate. And I imagine I didn't talk about certain things in depth. But I'm going to finish the rest of this interview. And then we'll keep talking about more. Because it looks like whoever this interviewer is just straight up asked, hey, are these samurai style? And the guy's just like, I ain't saying shit. And then this was interesting. Will the casting animation speed for these be sped up? They're going to adjust it. Okay, cool. So this guy has... So the next question was about open field format in the demo felt very interesting. Will this allow players in the final version to possibly reach 100 hours or more of playtime? And he's like... Gotta be quiet. He's just like, there's a lot more than in the demo. But here's, if you keep reading this, here's the crazy part. Also, the map in the alpha demo is only 10% of the full world map. What? Bro, what? What? Oh my god. Oh my god. I was like, oh, dude, you know how huge the map was? Yo. Yes, that's not including DLC, by the way. That's awesome. That's a good read. I thought it would actually be a higher percentage. Nope. Woo! Okay, Autumn Red, no, you just killed my vibe. We do not need more space for Gakis and Gaki Chiefs. Fuck off. Okay, so I think we can all agree that was awesome. Some friends who play on very high difficulty levels are thinking about like New Game Plus stuff, right? So here's something I think all of us who are big Nioh fans will like. Right? They want to make the initial experience for gamers interesting, but we would also like to take into account the experiences from veteran players. So they do consider us. And they're saying, yep, if you put too much up front, it makes it stressful for those who like who like are brand new to this. But for us who've played a lot, like, it can be a problem. So to design one game, they have to consider both. So they'll take into consideration what we say. And then they notice in the demo that oh yeah, this is the type of question I would ask. I noticed in the demo that 3 stances need to be unlocked. Is this to make it easier for new players? And so they're needing to, of course, adjust a couple of things. And I do agree, for people who are completely new to the game and never played Nioh 1 or Nioh 2, there's a lot of overwhelming shit. It's a lot of mechanics. And that's a lot front-loaded. So I do agree, it does need to be, more streamlined. So I guess this might be their way of doing that, where it's like, oh, I unlocked stances. I'm like, okay. Like, I don't like it as a veteran player. But, like, I'm there with Axel, where it's like, yo, can I just have the stances unlocked, please? That'd be kind of nice. Like, I don't want to have to unlock the stances. It gets irritating. Then they talk a little bit about visuals, and then they also don't really talk too much about the story. You just noticed William's transformation in Nioh 2 has special models for when he equips the claw and the fist. Oh, does he? They need to stop trying to get the Souls fan base. I don't think they're actually trying to be honest. I think they're just trying to deal with their existing fan base. Nioh's already... They sold a lot. Like, several million copies. They're pretty well established. Maybe not so much, like, in the West, but I'm pretty sure in the East, in Japan, like, they're pretty good. 9 millions, both Nioh 1 and Nioh 2, damn. Something like that, several million. A lot of people bought it. It's a success. That's why they're making Nioh 3. Yeah, DeathCon, not too much is up. I've just been going over this interview. But anyway. It's 8 million, not 9. Alright, what do you guys want to see from me? It's time for me to actually play Nioh 2. Yep. Oh yeah. Tonfa, like... Combine all of these, and we can have impenetrability, Dragon Slayer 2, that's just one input. It's like one input. Am I gonna miss Samurai Stance Strings? I already do. I like wish I could play Nioh 3 right now. I don't like unlocking stances either. I'm just like, bruh, really? I gotta fucking unlock this shit? Seriously? It was already irritating to unlock these. Really? Ugh. But yeah, with Tonfa, it's like... How many inputs are there really? That can be adjusted. During the key pulse, you just combined all at once. Same with Fleetfoot. Demon Dance Earth. Wild Lions, like, look. There's only one fucking skill across all 3 stances. Well, yeah, for that. And then it's just Wild Lions. That's it. That's all that exists. one input across all 3 stances can easily be combined into one. What do we have? We got 3 options here. That could be directional inputs. 2 options here. That could be directional inputs as well. This can be directional inputs or whatever. Right, there's like a lot. Yeah, wild lines could just be hold square, done. You don't need that stance. Like, how many of these things are redundant? 1? Okay, 1, 2. Like, 2 things can be combined. Like, right away. Like, several things can be combined. God, I do not want to play 8-bone. 8-bone's gonna bother the shit out of me. Alright, if you guys have requests for weapons or soul cores, now's the time. Not Gaki, are you kidding me? Switchglaive? Ooh, sword plus spear. So I got switchblade, sword plus spear. Hold triangle will be missed. Will it though? We'll probably get it. Alright, how about sword glaive? Oh, sword spear? Is that gonna be the consensus then? Hey, sword spear it shall be. If not, some hatchets gameplay. Ooh. I downloaded Nioh 2 to help someone and they never replied after. Did I get trolled? I guess you did. Okay, so I see switchglaive, spear, sword, and hatchets. So then, why don't I think I'll do spear hatchets. Yeah, if soul core requests, feel free to make them, otherwise I'll just pick as usual. Konaki Gigi, you got it. Gaki, Dweller, Oni B. I'll use Dweller and Oni B. I'm not using Gaki, just on principle. I would say would I say Gakis are the goblins of the Nioh series? I mean, isn't that Yoki? Yokis are the one. Tengu? Okay, I'll put on Tengu. What do you think of people that trash on the new Nioh 3 graphics but glaze FromSoft Dark Souls? Cool story, bro. I don't think much of them at all. No, Kusarigama Enjoyer, that is... No, just... No, I don't want to use Nioh now. Okay, I think I'll go with this. Hey, Ronan. Alright, I haven't done this one in a while, so time to do it. Hey, what's up? What weapon do I want to see from Ronin? Just greatsword. Just greatsword. If you were given one Nioh weapon in real life and you're supposed to learn it as well as possible during your year, which one would you pick and why? The sword, bro. Katana is so cliche, so am I. Y'all, I think Nioh 2 has spoiled me. I can't enjoy any other games beside it anymore. Yeah, welcome to the Team Ninja curse. Games are so good, it makes so other games not look as good anymore. I'm glad they find solace. Yeah. I've heard a lot of positive things about Monster Hunter as well. Doesn't mean I'll play it. Aw, that didn't work. That's good though. Ooh, that does work. Oh, very nice. Started playing Nioh 2 on PC this time. Starting over is rough, but fun at the same time. Is there a way to cheat the hidden skills in? Get the skill expansion mod, that'll help. And then what you can also do is just get trainer so you can farm them in real quick. Get. I hate farming for hidden skills too. I know, farming the skills as bad as they were. Oh. What trainer? Just forget which one exactly that I used. To just make my life a little easier. Is there a way to get higher level boss soul cores before New Game Plus cycles? I don't think so. I think there's kind of a limit to that in terms of trying to level up your soul cores. I think you do have to go to the higher cycles. Oh, we got a purple Kyoki up here. This is Depths of the Underworld, so it's after that. Damn. Alright, see you later, Golden. Thanks for dropping by. Look at this Kyoki. He wants to chase me. Alright, see you later. Thanks for dropping by. You enjoyed the karaoke's? Nice. How'd you do? Alright, time to go into the Crucible. Boss 1. Yeah. Oops. Oh, I'm screwed. This guy was weirdly easy for me. Yeah, I think for many people they understood, hey, don't stay in front of the big swords, go to the sides. And like, oh, being at the sides ain't too bad. That was a little close. Maybe they did that. Maybe they meant Tate Ibushi to be a little easier. I don't know. Ooh, I don't want to do this one. This is a Kentucky. Forget that. No Kentucky. I don't know. But I found Tate Ibushi very, very straightforward. Once I got good with this, Key Pulse Man, she becomes like such a non-existent threat. Alright, have a good night! Cooper, I really love it if you made video tutorials of fixed combos I make. I know you vary a lot, but some bread and butters combos for specific situations. It's a very tall order, to be very honest. Because I do vary a lot because a lot of things change. And it's not reliable. And the stuff I do isn't reliable, I just sometimes make it look reliable. Like, you could string up things like, oh, sword, I could do like kick and then EI quick draw Night Rain. But, like, for specific situations, like, there's so many specific situations. I, like, rather than trying to say, here's one way to do it, 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 I'm like, let me tell you how each piece works and then kind of some idea of how to assemble things, and then you guys can do whatever you want. Damn it, I got hit. I can get it. It's just that I can never make it as fluid as you do, stringing one move after another except with Switchglaive and Fists. I'd be happy to help with that. But the ability, the way that I'm able to string certain things when it seems like at a moment's notice is because I already understand how to use the skill. So I know what to pair, what I want to pair with it next. So I might think like, oh, zero key combo motion. I can, with the sword. Alright, Night Rain will be a move I can pull off. For example. Or, oh, I think I want to do this and this, so let me accomplish it with this move. Anyway, really? Does skill expansion change how those work too? What do you mean? Bruh. Like chaining skills together? Not really. It doesn't really change all that much. It's still the same principle, just different inputs. Close enough. I'm gonna be a menace with Nioh 3 Samurai mode? I sure hope so. Least use hatchet skill? Dragonfly? Hey, what's up? Giant toad? Close enough. Ah, that sucks. Wait, who did I have? I had Giant Toad Nioh, Obsidian Samurai. Oh man, 3 easier bosses. Yoshitsune and then Nightmare Bringer. So 2 out of 5 bosses are more on the interesting side. I know you're not a fan of Nioh 1, but would you ever consider playing it one more time? To be honest, no. I'm honestly good. I feel like Nioh 2 already, it feels sluggish after playing Nioh 3. I don't feel like playing Nioh 1. I don't think there's a single enemy I'm like, yeah, I really miss it. Even like Sanada Yukimura is like one of my hype bosses in that game. And maybe Date Shikazane. But Date Shikazane hits the same spot, similar spots as Magura no Taka, so I'm good. And Sanada Yukimura is alright. Like, it's just old. It's outdated to me now. Truth be told. I remember I started playing it because I was curious to see if I could get into it. And then I like got to Onryoki and I beat it and I was like, why am I doing this again? I don't know if I'm really that hooked in it. When Nioh 3 comes out, Nioh 2's done. I see no reason to play Nioh 2 again. Speaking of Magura no Taka, like I played Nioh 1 and it's a great game, but like I'm done. I'm done with it. It's over. All right, let me play something different. All right, what weapons would you guys like me to play now? Now's your chance. Am I still playing these, or would you like something else? No, not playing Gaki. What kind of... It's terrible. How could you say that? Ugh. This and Kusarigama. See, that's a reasonable request. Damn it! He crashing waved my Archer's Impact! It's like one of the very few moves that can actually stop me. No, I'm not using cannon or bow. Ah, messed that up. Well, why Phantom over Feral? I'm using Feral right now, but one reason people like to use Phantom is because you can wait to pretty much the last moment to pull it, to use it. I'm playing Nioh 1 right now, and I really like the spear. And I'm looking forward to playing Nioh 2. What weapons would you recommend for a Nioh 2 beginner? I would say because you already like the spear, play the spear. Stick with the spear, can't go wrong. If you want to try a different weapon, you can try one of the new Nioh ones, the new ones in Nioh 2. There's stuff like fists, fists are very popular, they're very fun. You can try the hatchets, those are very interesting as well. Yeah, you can give those a shot. Yeah, if you like spear, stick with spear. What about a Sword Kusarigama enjoyer from Nioh 1 who will then play Nioh 2 and play Sword Kusarigama? You already like a weapon, stick with it. Hey Kamui, it's good to see ya. Yeah, it's still a new experience going in, like, even with the old weapons. Spear gets a lot of cool stuff. So some new things you get right away involve Rainbow Ruse. Is there a Burst Grapple equivalent in Nioh 3? Not exactly. They have the Kusanagi do some stuff, but like, we have yet to see the full development of it. Yeah, Rainbow Ruse is fun. You can learn Call the Herd. This is pretty cool too. Let's see, what other new things did they add? They added like Fatal Thrust, which is super good. Some really fun abilities you have to unlock. Bracing Breeze feels super awesome. Deflect and attack. And then parry like that, or counterattack, super fun. What else? Resounding Lunge is a new skill. And then they added like Triple Threat. Super awesome. So there's like a lot of cool stuff with it. But yeah, if you wanted to experience something new, you can feel free to try weapons like the Fists, which have amazing skills like this, Beyond Infinity. Which obviously are insane, so can't go wrong really. Spear Flourish tech is definitely for beginners. I mean, that tech's a little challenging, but they can, like, being able to do Spear Flourish and Rainbow Ruse, just even in their default stances, is still pretty cool. You can do stuff like backslash and then Rainbow Ruse away into stuff. But yeah, try whatever you like. So Momiji gives some pretty cool tips about how, like, you don't have to respec, you can just use the weapons and level them up and you'll be in good shape. So I hope that answers your question. Okay, I'm gonna leave Ren alone. There's a lot of stuff locked behind the trials in Nioh 1 for the spear. Is there more stuff for spear overall at the start of Nioh 2? It kind of follows the same sort of thing. You get a little bit more, but it does have that kind of like, you can only get more skills as you progress in the game. You heard you have to grind bosses more? Unfortunately, there's a lot more bosses to grind too. Do I ever use Underworld Soldier Soul Core? Oh yeah, a lot. I do use it. I think it's a great gap closer. Tonight you actually had a dream that Nioh 3 was released. Was it nice? I hope it was nice. Yo, since you had a dream that it was released, can you tell us all the information? What's actually in the game? What would be a fun one? I should leave this. I'm just gonna be here for ages if I do that. Let's do a literal dojo mission. Here, I'll show you some spear stuff before I go. Do a spear mystic art, and then I'm gonna call it. Oh, bro! Oh, come on. Hyper armor doing windmill? Dick. Ugh. Something like that, I guess. Showcase some spear gameplay still from Nioh 2. That dojo one ain't that fun, to be honest. It's okay, but I think I'll just leave it at this. Otherwise, I'm just gonna be here chasing some new fun thing that just doesn't exist. Okay, I think I'm gonna call it here, guys. Okay. Well, I guess thank you guys so much for watching, for being here as always. And I will see everyone later. Take care and bye.